Evening, Bob. Hi, Leela. Hi, Gerd. Hi, Sue. Hi, Andy. Terry, Cuddy211. Evening, Aaron. Hi, Claire. Hi, Paul. Hi, Keith. Sean. Paul. David. Good evening, everybody. It's Friday again. Hi, Fred. Hi, Steve. Sean. Two of you. J. Paul, Darren Rice. Good evening. Hope we're all doing well and had a fun week and ready for a bit of sunshine this weekend. It's going to be a nice weekend. Wait for a few more to go. Kingfisher Magnets, good evening. I am blaming the kids because my kids went to the cinema. So, and they always seem to pick it on a Friday night. Why can't they go on a Saturday like normal children? So yeah, I'm blaming the kids. Everything okay in the UK as far as I know, Leela? Not much has changed. Rockets, good evening. Hi, Devota. Hi, Kathy, Rachel. Hi, Dave, Tracy. Yep, definitely blame the kids. I didn't choose to go cinema. They did, but they wanted to watch a new Marvel film. So, yeah, long film. Rocky Fish, good evening. Wait for a few more of you to come on there. Hope we're all good. Hi, Gary. Steve said it was raining as well. It was still 18 degrees a while ago here. No rain whatsoever. That's the trouble with the Midlands. They always get the bad weather. But no, definitely nice here. Evening, Phil. Congratulations on the 28k, mate. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Bear with me. Somebody's just messaged me. There you go. I'll put that down now. Put that down. Right, let's have a look then. Who have I missed? What show did they see? The new Marvel film, whatever that is, Rachel. I haven't got a clue what it was. They did invite me, but I've not watched any others, but they're into their Marvel films. Let's have a look. Blame Glenn. Can't blame Glenn this time. No, it wasn't actually his fault. I'm definitely going to blame the kids. Definitely. So, right, let's have a look. Right, so Saturday last week we was out. It was something a little bit different. We went and dug a military dump site from World War One and World War Two, and I still prefer magnet fishing rather than digging holes in the ground. But we had a lot of JCBs there and things as well. So yes, it was different. Lots of bits came out. It was a fun day. Met some really interesting people. Organised by Stephen Taylor, who we had on here a few weeks ago, and really enjoyed it. There was a film crew there, but you know, I can't say any more why they were there, but it was different. But I definitely prefer fishing to that. The stuff seems actually in better condition when it's come out the water than when it comes out the hole in the ground. But it was something different. It was something that we hadn't done before, and we was invited along, so we thought we've got to do it. Everybody else was filling buckets, and you could keep whatever you found, and they were bringing stuff home. I think I did about a bucket and a half, and I gave most of it away because it really doesn't interest me. But there's people on here. I know Steve's donating a lot of his stuff to somebody that's actually on here, but there was definitely a lot of stuff coming out, but we had a laugh, and that was the main thing. Hi, William. Secrets of Thames, how are you doing? Drop to say hi. We'll watch it later. You're at work. Right, okay, fair enough. Let's have a look. Evening, Glenn. Looked a great day. Yeah, give me a magnet any day. Definitely over that. Right, let's have a look. Who else have we got here? Found any World War II bottles? So there probably was. There was a lady there who actually liked bottles, and everyone I dug up, I didn't really take much notice of. So there's another. as usual, I didn't really take much notice of it. I just gave them all away straight away. Because I know if I bring them home, they're just going to sit there. I'm never going to clean them. I just don't have the time to do it. So I gave a lot of my stuff away, and I gave quite a bit to Sonic as well. So, yeah, I'll just give it away. Even Craig, I know the others enjoyed it. Little Nick, she fell flat on her face twice, I believe, in the stinging nettles. Not that we should laugh, but no, it was just, like I say, it was different. The video will be out next week. There is some fishing on the video as well, because we went on a mission afterwards, and it was a very successful mission. So we'll start off with a bit of digging, and you'll see what's going on. I've got some nice drone footage of it as well. But we did go and fish afterwards, so there will be some fishing in the video as well. You did get prezzies, Dave. But yeah, different. We've got another film person out with us this weekend as well. That's from another thing that's going on. So we've got someone else coming out to do some filming this weekend as well. I ended up on the radio yesterday. That was very short notice. I got a phone call about 5 o'clock to say, can you come on at 5:30? So BBC Three Counties. I've got the file. I will put it on the Facebook group so you can have a listen to it as well. So yeah, it's been quite a busy week, filming last weekend, filming this weekend, radio in between. It's getting a bit hectic at the moment. Hi, Barry. Let's have a look. Wishing the rain rains. It always rains in Scotland. I've only been there twice and it rained. Wish I'd get an old padlock. There's one thing I have actually kept. I've got my first early padlock that I found, and it is a very old padlock. I think I'll give it a quick clean in some vinegar, then put it in the garage with all the other bits. So one day I'm going to be clearing the garage out this year, so I might actually do a video of all the stuff that's in there. And I think most of it will just get donated and given away to people that actually appreciate it. That padlock I'll probably keep. It's like the first cannonball I found, I'll keep. First you tend to keep, but you just get so much stuff. It's unbelievable. And as you've seen from the 2 videos I put up this week, the amount of scrap we pulled out of that area was unbelievable. So much stuff. It was just getting a bit silly, that was. It was getting hard work. Hi, Ray. You're getting paid with the BBC? No, didn't get a penny for it, Keith. None of these we've got paid for. They all want you to join in, but there's never any offer of money, let's put it that way. All right, Jabba. Yeah, Jabba, you down the pub? Let's have a look. Squirrels Magnet Fishing, good evening. Trying to see if I've missed anyone. I do apologise. I'm Mark Jones, good evening. Train Spotting and Magnet Fishing. Alistair, good evening. Still got a massive padlock from charity me. I think the biggest padlock I've ever seen, Aaron found at Wiedenbeck, and that was absolutely huge. That padlock was. I'll have to see if he's cleaned it up, and I'll get a picture of it. That is I mean, it even looked big in Aaron's hands, so that shows you how big the thing was. Sunshine in Bonnie, Scotland. It will never happen. It never happens. Say hi Gary and Doreen. Let's have a look. All work hard. We did work hard on that last video. That really was hard. Jabber at the pub, never. It's Jabber at home. I'd be more shocked. Oh, it's in your garage. There we go then. Yeah, you'll have to send me a picture. I'm coughing now. Send me a picture over, Aaron, sometime, and I'll put it on the group, or you put it on the group. But that was definitely one big padlock. I don't know what it was protecting, but it was big. I spelled it wrong first time, Rockets. That was quick. That was quick. Right, okay, let's get this picture of this padlock up. Bear with me. Just got to plug that into my computer. So I'm trying to connect to iTunes. So there is the padlock. As you can see, even in Aaron's hands, it looks big. But that was one that was found at Weed and Beck. But that is one really big padlock. I wouldn't say the oldest one I've seen, but definitely a massive padlock. And that's come up really well as well, that has, Aaron. That's come up well. So yeah, there we go. There's the big padlock. Let's have a look. Right. Have you built the car yet? But I know we could customise our car with all them bits they were getting out. The amount of pistons down that stretch was unbelievable. So many pistons. There was a lot of pistons down there, most of them with holes in, but car parts, you'll see ones coming up on videos. I think if Steve ever gets around to doing his, you'll see more, but definitely a lot of car parts there. Hi Nigel, how do you spell Nigel? As you spelt it. Been to Edinburgh when it's 25 degrees. Blimey, that's a novelty. I've been to Fife and I've been to Glasgow and it rained both times. It was a massive padlock. That's the same size as what you found, is it? I know that was fast, wasn't it? Yeah, it's definitely on the ball tonight. Mine's late, early 1900. Don't know what date that one was, but it shows you the amount, and it just surprised me the amount of padlocks that we pull out the water. We pull out some serious amount of padlocks, you know, and it's taking the piston, yeah. Padlocks is a thing you wouldn't expect to find, but it's sort of like when we fished Cambridge, that bike locks, so many bike locks, it's unbelievable. Doing well, Robert, thank you very much. And if you watched the video that was out on Wednesday, the amount of bikes that came out of there, I mean, me and Aaron was knackered after 20 minutes. They just wouldn't stop coming. And there's still more there. We actually just moved along just so we could have a change of scenery because there was just so many bikes by that bridge. You know, well, I think we ended up about 17 in the end. It was just getting to, no, let's just move away from it because it's too hard work. A lot of them have been there years. They're proper in the silt and it really was hard work. Blown boat heads. Unlike somebody that pulled out a complete outboard motor. And he's on here. Yeah, that was hard work. I've got a car if you can pull it out. If it was a bit closer, you know, I'd get it out. I'd just get a friend of mine who's got a recovery company, you know, get him down there and just winch it up the hill. Let's have a look. Hi AJ. Last time it rained all the pack. Gretna Green. How many times you been there then, Tracy? Evening, Shirley. I'll show you the ammo delivery by. Just got my ammo delivery by UPS. The young fellow if he asked the firing range, I grinned and took the box from his hands and slowly closed the door. Poor kid. That just sounds so weird. That your ammo's just arrived. What else we got on here? Got the old comment. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments. Are the padlocks off boats? Don't know what they're off, but definitely is. I mean, I don't think you can go a week without finding a padlock. I know last week, even when we were digging, somebody found a padlock. Some padlocks go back to the 1700s. One I've found, that's not 1700s. It's old, but it's not the 1700s. But it doesn't surprise me. Hi, Lassen man. What have we got then? Hi, Corey. I saw the kayak, well, the half of it, Barry. When are you going back for the rest of it? Hi, Tori. Clean them up and sell them at the car boot. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of this stuff that, you know, that we find, and it's amazing what people buy. These lot kept trying to convince me last week that this stuff we're finding, there is actually a market for this rusty rubbish we're pulling out. Yeah, but that means cleaning it, and that means I ain't got the time, and that's why I give most things away, to be honest with you. You know, if it's interesting, I'll keep it, but if not, then no, I'd rather give it to someone that's actually going to enjoy it. You had to go in a kayak. Sonic doesn't go in a kayak. Sonic runs, Dave. Let's have a look. I will get to the end of these comments in a minute. Hi, Dan. We're down in Essex and all. I don't know. I mean, we move around quite a lot. The biggest problem is distance, because we have to think of poor old Rusty, you see, because he has to come the furthest usually. I mean, we've got an area we're doing now, and it's a good trek for everybody, to be honest with you. And, you know, while it's giving like that, we're just going to continue probably that area, but we have got some other areas we've got to do as well. We've got permission to do 17 ponds. We haven't been back to them. We're just going to carry on with what we're doing, and then we'll move around a bit. Not saying Essex is a no, but at the moment it's not on the definitely not on the plans for going there. So many places we have got to go, and Marie's still getting us permissions at various places, so we're plenty of places left that we still need to do, but at the moment we're quite happy with where we are. I've got a really long barrel gun, but let's have a look. There's a lot of ding-dings going on here. He was signing autographs at the club. Every part of the stuff was history, Nigel. Every little screw. It was, Glenn. It was rusty rubbish. Yeah, I know you kept getting excited over it, but it just weren't doing it for me. Give me the river any day. Yeah, I suppose it could be interesting, that, but it's just the work involved and the fact that a lot of that stuff's been in there a long time. It's been fired, and I'm like, nah, wouldn't have the time to do it. Definitely wouldn't have the time. So as far as I can say, it can stay in the old. It was different. I enjoyed it. It was a great day, great people. We had a laugh, but yeah, I couldn't do it every week. It's like I can't understand the fascination with bottle digging. That really don't do it for me either. You know how people enjoy bottle digging. I just can't get my head around it. The pond with all the cash boxes. Well, the pond with all the cash boxes, I might as well tell you, because I can't see me going back there again, is in Luton. So if anybody wants to go there and find any more cash boxes, guaranteed you'll find them. The pond is in Luton. That's as much I'm going to tell you on that one. But there's been plenty of rifles coming out of there, a lot of safes, a lot of motorbikes, and blooming BT cash boxes, well over 100 of them. Black Country Museum last Saturday, it was very interesting. I've been there, it's quite a few years ago now. Loads of llamas too, most of the cool spots were found. It's good to have lots of places all lined up, so you're not trying to work out where you're going. Old rivers give more, they do, but rivers destroy stuff more. You find the quality you find out of a canal or a pond is far better than a river. That's my opinion. I think with rivers, it's always in poor condition, or a lot worse condition. I think I prefer water. There we go. See, Glenn, somebody agrees with me. Come back to that metal side and that rocky bottom in Nottingham. That's hard work, that is. Definitely. Almost the same as metal detecting. No, because with metal detecting, you find decent things sometimes. You get a bit of gold. There, you find rusty bits that really... Nah. No. No bottle digging. No, I am not bottle digging. I have thought about doing a bottle digging video, but what I'm going to do, if I do one, I'm going to go and dig it all, then I'm going to do a trip to the bottle bank in a car park just to wind everybody up. Don't care what they are, how old they are, straight in the bottle bank. Recycle. Sorry if I've offended anyone, but that's just my opinion on bottle digging. Can't get my head around it. Oh, there we go, kingfisher. You've got plenty on your list as well. Loads of safes. There is some big safes in that pond. I mean, there's a hell of a lot in there. A hell of a lot have come out of there as well, but it gives. But people have been going back. I've been speaking to people that have gone back there, and it's not really giving much now, but it's hardly surprising. I think I've done it 4 times. Someone else on here, they've done it 2 or 3 times, plus someone else in here has done it probably just as many times as me. So, I mean, it's not a very big pond. It's just, I think it's at its end. It needs a 10-year break and a restock. I've nearly read that wrong, Sean. The stock cut plate, what I pulled out. Tell me, I don't know, that's for the next auction. It is, I can donate it to use for the auction. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. I did like that. Glenn found one on his video. His was for a stock cock or a hydrant, and but I did see yours. Yeah, it's a nice sign, that. Glenn likes them signs. Look, 3-year anniversary. I'll be in Luton tomorrow on the P. There's a surprise. There's a surprise. Come on, 4-foot inflatable Mr. Blobby going with me. Oh dear. But hang on, God, these comments, I can't get through them. Take your magnet with you. There's a pond in the park as well. That's been quite giving. I've gone to can't do it anymore. Prefer the magnets. Oh, I do. I definitely prefer the magnets. Pulled out a complete 1950s lamp from a river. Have you ever smashed one of the magnets? My 200, my original magnet, has got a big chunk missing out of it. My lad did that when we was on holiday. I took it with us, and it was only a stream, and I said, go on, just have a go. First throw, hit a massive rock and took a chunk out of it, but I still used it. Weeks after that, still kept going. So I've chipped magnets. I think everybody with a 360 will agree with that. You're always going to chip a magnet. But smashed, no. I'm still using the original prototype Evo and Evo Extreme. Still using them. Yes, they're bruised and battered, but that's what they're for. There's no way you're going to use them the amount that I use mine without damaging them. So everybody, every make, and it doesn't matter what people say, all 360s are susceptible to damage. My Barbarian, that's a bit beat up as well, but they've now done a new improved case on it, which is thicker, because in my opinion it was always too thin. But yep, that's got a chunk out of it, but still equally as good. So yeah, if you're going to go for 360, you're going to break it eventually. It will happen. But because the protective cases can only protect so much of it. Just hit my 2 years on YouTube. I know, I just missed my 3 years on YouTube. I completely forgot about it. But there we go. So let's have a look. Let me catch up with the comments. We was meant to be having someone on tonight, but I'm afraid you're stuck with me. A bit of a change of plan, but it happens. Are you out fishing against it? Oh yes, 100% we're out fishing Sunday. We've been waiting all week. It's been the we have like a group chat between us, and that's all it's been all weekend. We've got 3 locations all lined up. We've got a guy coming to do some filming as well for a media channel, so he's coming out on Sunday with us, do some more filming. Yep, there we go. Barry agrees. It's almost empty. We struggle to get anything now. Yep, there we go. Barry, if you'd been there the first time when I took Brett there, oh, you've been shocked what was, mind you probably saw the video, the stuff that was coming out was unbelievable. Biggest problem is you need a heavy magnet for it, because it's so silty. If you haven't got a heavy magnet, it doesn't sink enough. Because Brett, I think he only had the 200 at the time, and he was, the 220 he had, I think, he was struggling a bit to get stuff out, and I'd go in exactly the same spot with the beast, and it is sink enough just to get everything out. Places are starting to empty, I quite agree. But saying that, when we went out on Saturday after doing the filming, we went to my trusty place, which was the first place I ever fished, and I've got to have done 60 hours at that one bridge, and it's still giving now. And believe me, that around Northamptonshire is probably one of the most heaviest fish places in Northamptonshire. And every time I get a new magnet, I head back there and I always find stuff. I've still got a video that me and Aaron did in January of 21. I've never put the video out. I will do one day, but I'm just keeping it in reserve in case I can't get out one week. And the stuff we was pulling out was unbelievable, because that's the day when I said to Aaron, you can have the Beast Extreme. And it's quite a long way. It's probably 15-20 foot to the water. And yeah, I think he ached a little bit the next day. But that video, and I had a brilliant find there, but I'm just saving the video. I'm in no hurry. no hurry, that can sit there, but that place just keeps giving. And one of the things we found, that was heavy, I mean really heavy, but we got it, definitely. Hi Tracy, if I've missed anyone, do apologise. Good evening everybody that's on here. Oh, Silver Fox as well, I see his name being mentioned, so if you're on here, evening Nigel. I'm going to try and get to the bottom of these comments. Evo Extreme has a chip on it. Everyone has a chip on. My Evo that I'm still using, my original one, when I tested it, one of the tests was to throw it at a brick wall a few times, which I really didn't want to do because your brain just tells you it's wrong to throw a magnet at the wall, but I did and it survived it. So, but it's just that chance hitting of a stone or a bridge side, it will break them. All 360s will break. But I've now also bought myself an Evo 70 because some of the areas we go to, it's a bit too wide to be throwing the Evo Extreme on the Evo. So I've now got the Evo 70 as well. That arrived this week. So big thank you to Miles for that one. And we've got the 30 metres of rope because I know I can do it 20 metres, that ain't a problem, but just wanted a bit extra. So what we're thinking of doing is we're thinking of having what we call an Evo 70 week, where what we'll do is we will all fish with just the Evo 70s, just for a laugh really, just to see what we find, or even if we have an Evo 70 hour. We just want to see what it's like because they're an amazing little magnet. If you haven't actually used one, you should try them. For such a small magnet, it is amazing its power. But I know now Marie's got one, Glenn's got one, Nicola's got one, I've got one, Aaron's got about 4 of them. So we should get one to Steve as well. So we might even have a bit of an Evo week, Evo 70 week. Go for the smaller magnets, which will prove that you don't have to have the biggest magnets to find stuff. But we're going to give that a try. We're going to go at it, and we're going to just have a small magnet week. Be nice not to go home with a bad back, that will. We're going to the beach with a magnet, pick up anything in the sand. Yeah, it's possible. I would wash it well afterwards with the salt water though. You don't really want to leave it soaking with salt water on there. I mean, people say to me, what do you clean your magnet with? Well, nothing. I chuck it in the box and I'll get it out next week. When I chuck it in the water, that's when you clean it. You don't actually clean a magnet. I know some people do, but no, it's a magnet. It only needs a few chucks in the water. It's clean then. Are you meeting up with anyone as you do magnet fishing? Don't quite get that question, Keith. There's something. You can't beat a good location. Like I say, it's hard to find anywhere new now. I don't think there's hardly anywhere that hasn't been touched yet. But it's like anything. You know, the magnets change. The magnets are getting better. So places you visited once, go back there. If you've got a stronger magnet, you'll be amazed at the difference. Amazed of the difference of what it does. You found another plan yet? Any path come up? Apart from Peaky's magnet. No. Still no plane. You know, my granddad always told me about that plane going down in that area, and I still can't find anything from it. Right. So yeah, if you've been areas. Yeah, thanks for that, Dave. I've only just got to that comment. Yeah, Aaron remembers the Beast Extreme off that bridge. Ever been to Liverpool? No, never been there. Been Manchester probably about 5 times. Yes, Nicola came back early for a change. Back there the rest of the week. That's good to hear, Tracy. What you doing with Mr. Fox's butt? I ain't even going to comment on that one. Have you thought of arranging a trip abroad or going on a magnet holiday? Yes, I really want to go and fish in a different country. Them lot all just want to get a pole and go into them ponds and pull out all the German MP40s and things. Yeah, I just see that, them lot diving in a pond, but they wouldn't be able to bring them home. Well, that's Sunday, depending where. Yeah, if anyone's not seen Jabba, how he throws a magnet, how he's not killed anyone yet, I don't know, but flipping heck, you know, can't half throw that magnet. Always makes me cringe because he stands on a bridge doing it while people are walking by. Jabba, you are going to hit somebody one day with that. I did warn the others yesterday. I said, well, I might try that at the weekend, so don't get too close. But yeah, I've seen Jabba throw it, and yeah, he can do that. I think I'd either end up killing me or a member of the public. Evo 70 is a monster. G75 same as the Evo 70. Yeah, very similar magnets, but rated pretty much the same. Give one to Dave. Give one to Dave, he needs one. No one gave me, I had to buy one. How many magnets do you have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 possibly? Yeah, possibly 11. Will your magnet fisher brew? Thank you very much, Nicola. Yeah, I think I've got about 11. I'll give loads away. I'll personally give away over 50 magnets, to be honest with you. But that's the days where people used to throw magnets at you just so you advertise them. But doesn't happen now. Doesn't happen now. Those days are gone. You know, I think one of the companies that used to be sending me on weekly was Wukong. Every week they'd be sending me magnets, and I gave away about 50 at the collab, and I think I did about 25. I'll probably give away more like 75. Yeah, I remember that, Paul, when she got stuck on that huge sheet of metal. I remember it. Yeah, beast still dusty. I've still got my original beast. That's it's like I always seem to keep the original of everything, but I've still got my original beast. And then I bought a spare one, another one for Ethan when he came up the odd day. Then I bought a spare one just in case I lost my one. And yeah, so I ended up with a lot of beasts at one time. The Beast Extreme, that is hard work. Definitely hard work, that is. It's a heavy magnet. Something he's doing again. Rocky with the Evo. Yeah, anywhere that, like I say, that you've done before and you've got a different magnet, just go back there. It's unbelievable the different. Dave needs a new magnet. He'll have to buy one then, won't he? I'll give loads away, and that's all right. But if I'm paying for them, I'm not giving them away. Dave's got a good magnet anyway because Aaron gave him an Evolution. So yeah, he did well there. I know that Aaron gave him that. So big up to Aaron for sorting Dave out with a magnet because Dave was on the Beast, but now he's got himself an Evolution. Milkshake or fizzy pop? Well, it's not really fizzy now, but it's like still Coke. WG90. I think any heavier will break my wrist. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Like, how can you, like the Evo Extreme is 4.1 kilos, I think. And after, well, it was nearly 10 hours on that video of throwing that one. Still throwing it, you do find at the start of the day you can get it out between 15 and 20 metres as the day goes on. The throw gets shorter and you're only doing about 10 metres at the end. I think it was, Paul. I think it was the first time. Yeah, definitely. Do you want to go to Ukraine? Steve, you can't bring nothing back. Felt so embarrassed, Steve. Didn't know who it was. Then I asked Shaw to come down and help. Won't feel embarrassed now. No, not what after he calls you, Terry. Give him a slap now. Hi, little Sophie. Helicopter? You ain't going to catch one of them, Nick. You have trouble throwing it out 3 metres. How are you going to throw it that far up? I don't know. Going to catch a bus one day. Like a lasso. I'm going to try that at weekend, you lot, so I'd stand back. Yeah, your grappling hooks, it's still going. That helped us out on Saturday. The arms are looking a little bit straight on it now, Jamie. It's done well. I'll just have to keep bending the arms back in because it's sort of gone a bit flat where we've overworked it. Plenty of pineapple tarts. Oh, pineapple tarts. Pick some nice bits. I passed there last night, Paul. I go there quite a lot. Magnet fishing in France is banned. I know, yeah, it is. The French don't like it. Anywhere else is. I don't think there is anywhere else. I know some places have restrictions on where you can go, but hitting Rusty on the head with the magnet. That was Glenn's fault. He did jump on a bit too quick, and poor Rusty took the brunt of it. But that didn't break the magnet either. You know how thick his head is. That shows you how strong they are. Hi, Connor. I want a tank. That's one thing we won't be pulling up. We'll try, but let's have a look. Paul wants to. Paul wants. Yeah. So anyone on it? Paul Phillips. He's a bit of a collector of militaria. Now, he actually blames Steve Forrest for it because, and I think Steve's a little jealous of some of the things he's got because Paul has got one hell of a collection. Steve squanders all his money on women, houses, drugs, you know, the usual stuff, so he can't afford it. But Paul's more sensible, and I saw his new collection yesterday. Paul, you're going to need a bigger house soon. You really are. Yeah, the small 360 magnets, I mean, they're a good magnet, but I think they're too small. They don't have the surface area. It's alright if you latch onto something good, but they don't have like a wide enough surface area, and I think that's why they struggle, the small 360s. So that's my opinion. If you go too small, doesn't matter if it's got power, you've got to get right on the thing, and that's why I think I just wanted 70 to throw it further. And after watching Aaron pulling grenade after grenade after grenade out that pond at Mermaid Pool, I know what they're like. They snap onto things, because when I was playing around with them, when I was testing magnets, I had one of the I had the Evo 70 and the Normal Evolution, and the thing, they sort of jumped probably a foot and a half and trapped my fingers in between them. I actually chipped the bone in the back of my finger and managed to get my finger out, and it didn't really cut me. And 10 minutes later I did the same blooming thing again. Them things, they jump, they really do jump. But I'm still traumatised by Wukong magnets. Phil had the same problem. They kept sending in plenty. They didn't stop, they just kept sending them and sending them. And you know, as starter magnets, they're alright, and if you're getting it for nothing, it's alright. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, I got rid of all mine, Phil. You've still got yours. 200, 300, 400 Beast Extreme Evo and Evo 60. So you're just as greedy, Tracy. It's not just me. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. They blew it up yesterday. Thankfully, it's the most common airplane bomb used by the Nazis. I must have missed something there. Gerd's blowing things up. I've got to skip some of the comments, otherwise I'll never catch up. Germany has banned magnet fishing as well. Ooh, blooming hell. Cross that one off the list then. Panther tank in your garden. Oh, right, okay. I was trying to work out. I thought you were trying to catch a helicopter. Blimey, I've only just got to your reply on that. That was ages ago. Who mentioned pineapple tarts? Right, I'm going to skip your comments. I do apologise, because I need to get to the end of them. Off his birthday, they told us how to deactivate. Paul got a live one for his birthday. Oh my god. Hi, Joanne. I bought a Wukong, never even received it. I started with them. I've got to admit that I started with a 380 single-sided and a 400 double-sided. That's what I started with. I think I used them for about a week and a half, probably 2 weeks, and then I ordered a 200 from Online Magnets, and when that arrived, I started using that. I thought that's really good, and then about a week after buying that, I saw they did the Beast, and I thought, yeah, why not? And that was back in the day when it was like £119, so that shows how long ago it was. But yeah, and I've still got the original Beast, and it's in mint condition. Well, battered, but the actual magnet is not damaged at all. Can you get a deact grenade off you to make a gear knob? I'm all out of grenades now. Unfortunately, we give away 10 probably of them. The only one I've got now is a complete one that's been put back together again. So Steve managed to get the spoons and the base plugs. Just got to get a filling cap for it now, and then that's my keep one. To actually keep a grenade is brilliant, as you saw. Another one came out this week on the video. Bloody things. But you don't get to keep them. 70,000. Oh dear, let's have a look. Okay, my sister-in-law's got the bug now. See, this is the thing. This is what the guy on the radio said. He you know, he'd never even heard of it, and he just said to me, You're like, why? And I said, well, throw a magnet and you'll understand. You sort of, I don't think you can explain it. Most people just think you're completely crazy until they've done it. Once they've had a go, that's when the people understand. Pineapple tart, do you still like them after eating 300? You've never tasted one. You wouldn't taste one with the peakies, flipping out. Wukong, who are they? I remember the last Wukong magnet I fished with, well I didn't really fish with it, it came out on that 18 pounder. That was the last time I saw a Wukong in the water. Let's come to one day and join you guys. Just need to buy a magnet first. I'll get over it, we'll lend you a magnet, there's no problems there. There we go, and Steve's already answered that and said the same. Yeah, if anybody abroad wants to come over and fish with us, then don't worry about magnets. We've got plenty of them. I've missed comments. Got the comments flying by. Flying by. Oh, I'm at the bottom. I've caught up. I've finally caught up with you. So what have we got on there? Bye, Aaron. If I didn't even see what's going, I had to skip some comments. But yeah, anybody that comes over, they're welcome to. You don't need to worry about magnets because we want to get to another country as well. And obviously, we're going to have problems with magnets. So if you're on it and we come to your country, we're going to be relying on you. Shillingford, there we go. I knew you'd know. But it's all right because we went and fished, didn't we? And we left Glenn and Steve down there with that expensive beer. Yep. We went up there because I seem to remember that Jabba was doing exceptionally well for guns off that bridge. And Steve and Glenn was just drinking expensive beer and Coke. Because Glenn had got some money in his pocket because that's the day he actually he brought the Coke for me that he had done for me and I paid him. And him and Steve had a drink and he's still in shock. He still goes on about how expensive it was for a drink. Catch a fork and lose it. Get the 770. Oh. 580 single side. The big Wukong single-sided one, in all fairness, was a good magnet. I remember when Brummy's Outdoors got his stuck to a metal side in Newark. That was the first time I'd ever been to a club. I didn't really know anyone. They all seemed to know me because it was right after that blooming interview where the hand came out with the barbell weight. And Phil got it stuck on the side and Joe Civita for magnetised, he wouldn't leave it. I think Phil was ready to just cut and let it go. But Joe wouldn't leave it. And then Mog decided to hit his hand with a gas bottle while trying to get it off, and some severe cuts to Joe's fingers. I remember that day because Joe don't get on well with blood, and he sort of collapsed. All Wukong magnets probably in the bin. But yeah, I remember that was the first day I met Phil, and his magnet got stuck, and Joe said we're not leaving it. Got it back in the end, but the first aid box had to come out that day. Let's have a look. Glenn's always got his hands in his pocket, Paul. Stop anyone nicking his pennies. Hi, Judy. My little Wukong was a bloody good magnet. Most things are little for you, Nick. Let's be fair about it. Let's have a look. But yes, we've all been there. You've got to start somewhere. You know, I wouldn't advise anyone to go and buy a really expensive magnet until they know whether they're going to like it or not. And to be honest with you, you don't buy a big magnet just because everyone else has got one. You've got to get something that you're going to manage as well. Because believe me, with some of these big magnets, they are so powerful. There's no point in you getting one that if you get it stuck on a side, it's going to stay there because you're just throwing your money away. You know, work with what you're comfortable with. If you know anyone else that does fishing, you can borrow one of theirs or go out with them. See what you're comfortable with. Don't go silly like we do. You know, at the end of the day, obviously I always want the biggest and the best and the most expensive, you know, because, well, that's just me. But there's always a group of us. You know, I would not use the Evo Extreme on a canal with metal sides on my own. Not a chance. You know, there's been times where it took 3 or 4 of us. Even the Barbarian, we had to use Steve's 4-wheel drive to get it off a metal side. So I always say that to people that, you know, get what you're comfortable with, get what you can afford. Don't just get one because everyone else has. Not put the post on the fridge. Yeah, you got to keep your back up, definitely. There we go, you see, look, loads of people have had Wukongs. There we go, yeah. that I remember that day, Phil. Yeah, it was the first day that I'd sort of met everybody, and yeah, poor Joe with his finger. Have to go to Holland with Bondi. That one, yes, definitely. I think that would be definitely a place that I would go to. Would be Holland. Start with 250 kilometres, snowball from there. Like everything with you, Paul, start with something small and it just spirals out of control. Bloody Steve again. Love the Evo, but not the Beast. I know the Evo. It is, to be honest with you, the Evo to me is a far lighter magnet than the Beast. I think it's still a good magnet. It really is a good magnet. It's just I prefer the 360s now. I find that they dig better into the silt. So personally, I prefer a 360 magnet. You know, but if I couldn't get them, if they hadn't come out, I still would have been happy with the Beast. I probably would have been on the Extreme, which I've got the Beast Extreme as well. I know I would have been using that a lot more. But, you know, they came out quite close, and once the 360 come out, it's just a totally different way of fishing. 100% Nigel we've got on, but the strongest. Yeah, I do. Nigel, I've got to have the strongest. I'm sorry. I asked for the bigger one. I mean, the Evo was good. I just wanted something different. Just wanted to be one above everyone else. Well, that didn't work, did it? Because they went into production, and that's it. I mean, I did discuss the possibility of a bigger one. But then when we actually looked at it, the cost would be astronomical. It really would. Because to make one-off ones is just too expensive. But then I did think as well, to go up a bit, we're probably going to hit 5.5 kilos, and it's just too much. You just couldn't throw it. There we go. I wouldn't use the Evo Extreme on my own. No, exactly. It's just something, I mean, they're brilliant magnets, but they're not, you know, if you're on your own. Aaron would probably be all right, but... You know, there's been times where we've all had to help each other. We've had 3 or 4 people on one trying to get it off things. So they're not to use on your own. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'd want to use them on my own, because that odd time, you know, when you're getting something off a magnet, if it traps your fingers in there and you're on your own, that's going to work for quite a while, that is. A Finder Mag 273. They got in touch with me. They wanted me to promote the magnets, but I think that was them. They wanted me to buy one first, and then they'd refund me, which no, but it was a bit too small. I know we've found quite a few magnets recently, Tracy, and a grappling hook. We had one of those fold up ones, like the Commando ones. So someone's definitely been to the area, but they left all the stuff there. One of my goalies. Lee Bondi, he is a great guy. He came to the club last year, and he had time for everyone. He really is a nice guy. Got to admit that. There you go, I remember that, Cambridge. 10 blokes pulling on the rope to get yours off something. There we go. You still got one though, didn't you, Martin? Even after seeing that, you still got one. What's the one it's called? The dinner plate. Oh, you're talking about the Brute Magnetics Dockbuster. Now that served me very well in London with the amount of safes. On the thin safe, as an everyday fishing magnet, it's useless. I'll be honest with you. Sorry, Brute, but you just couldn't fish with it all the time. It's no good. But you get something with a wide area, or you get something thick metal, it's absolutely brilliant. But I tried fishing with it, and it finds hardly anything until you find something big. And when it finds something big, it does not want to let go. But yeah, that's the Dockbuster from Brute. And then I've got Gravity from Online Magnets, very much a similar magnet. It's rated a bit higher. But the problem with that, you get it on thick metal, you want to try and get the bloody thing off it. Christ almighty. I used to have to take a nylon hammer with me and a block of wood and beat the magnet off the metal. So, yeah, a good one. I blame you for the magnet fishing. I was looking at BB guns and came across this. Right, Steve, we both got him. I got him for the fishing, you got him for the militaria. Really, I love the 360. There we go. So that's the general consensus that most people that have. There's some people they're still stuck in their ways. They're sticking with the clamp magnets, and so yeah, it's up to you. Like I say, it doesn't matter what you use. Use whatever you'll feel comfortable with. You know, like I say, don't just get one because somebody else have. I love 360. They're amazing magnet. Personally, I tend to prefer my double-sided. There we go. So it just shows you that some people prefer the double-sided ones. But me, I just can't put it down. I just got to keep using the 360s. I must admit that I did have a throw of, what was it? I think it was G90. And God, that is light. Compared to the Evo Extreme, I was amazed how light it was. It was really nice, to be honest with you. But there again, I like the weight of the Extreme. It sinks. It really digs in there. And if you can get a canal or river where it's really clear, which you do get some days, you can actually see, when you throw it out, you can actually see all the lines it puts in the bottom, and you can see how deep it is digging. So it definitely works. We had 8 on it, Glenn's Evo 70. Yeah, then the rope broke twice. Glenn has lost 2 Evo 70s because he's a tight git and he keeps buying that rubbish rope. But he's got good rope now. But he has managed to recover both of them. But twice I've been on that blue rope, and I've been on my backside when it broke. So, let's have a look. My Amazon £20 got me my first gun. There we go. The Wukong 380 single-sided got us a BMX and a blooming sawn-off shotgun on the first day as well. So, like I said, it's just how far you want to go. I think my personal opinion is now it's getting harder. The areas are getting more cleaned. I think people, the smaller ones, they are going to sort of lose interest in it because you're going to have to start digging for this stuff soon. You know, the top surface, every time someone goes there, they're skimming it. I think you're going to need to get something with a bit more weight and dig a bit deeper. But with the price of neodymium at the moment, I don't know whether you actually look at the raw cost of it. It has gone up so much lately. It's unbelievable. And believe me, all magnet companies will be hiking their prices soon because the core material for it is getting so expensive now. And I can see some of these big magnets possibly touching 450 quid within 12 months. It's going like gold. Neodymium has gone through the roof. So if anyone wants a magnet, I'll tell you now that now is probably the best time to buy them, because when these companies get their new stocks in, with how that's gone up, it's definitely going to get expensive. Magnets are going to get really expensive. So there we go. That's just mine. I don't know where if you just go onto the internet and just type in the price of it, and I think it's gone up 30% this year already. The actual core material. So yeah, try not to lose your magnet. But in my opinion, no magnet gets left behind. I've never entered the water to get one, but I've never left one behind. We've always found a way, and we've spent a long time doing it. But yeah, magnet prices, when all companies get the new stock in, that's going to be everybody. It's not just one company. All companies will have to put the prices up. They would definitely be going up. Let's have a look. Still take my block of wood, a hammer for the Evo Extreme. I know, the trusty old block of wood, but yeah, I mean, I got a nylon hammer because you can't really hit your magnet with a hammer, but with a nylon one you can. Nigel's been on TV more than Johnny and Amber. I don't know. But no, it has been quite a busy time recently, hasn't it? With BBC One, we've done BBC Radio, we've done, can't say last Saturday, and can't say what we're doing this Sunday. But it's all in a positive light, and that's the thing, you know. It's quite amazing, really, that, to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever phoned the press. I think the press have always contacted me, and this time they're doing it for the right reasons, because the trouble is with the press, most time all they want is guns and explosives, and it's not all about guns and explosives. They're a pain in the backside, to be honest with you. You know, but it's good that even with scam interceptors, it put a good light on magnet fishing. That chat I had with the guy on the radio yesterday, saying again, yeah, they want to hear about the guns, they want to hear about the explosives, but you know, it's also the good that we're all doing, and that's everybody on here, everybody that goes fishing. Every time you put your magnet in there and pull out that rubbish, it's good. It's good for the environment. You know, when you think about it, I know personally I've pulled out over 100 tons. That's on my own. I know I have. In the 3 years I'm going, definitely pulled out that. Think about how much is coming out per week. 5, 10, 20 tons a week. I'm amazed the water level hasn't dropped about 6 foot, because the amount that everybody's pulling out. If you go back to people's earlier videos from probably 2-3 years ago, And just look about the amount that was coming out then. You know, what we got out this week, that was like one of the early days. That's like back in what you call the good old days. That was coming out weekly by multiple people. So, I mean, it's thousands and thousands of tons of rubbish has come out. And, you know, we're all doing such a good job. If only those powers at the top could see that. You know, it's really is good what we're doing. It's just, unfortunately, people are leaving rubbish still. People are still leaving rubbish. You'll see on my last video when Aaron was passing his stuff over. That big pile, a shopping trolley full of stuff that someone had literally just fished out and chucked over the fence. Please, just shift it. Shift it. Get rid of your rubbish. It's not difficult. You know, but it's going to happen. But, you know, we're all doing a bit. You know, it's definitely better than it was 12 months ago. There was stuff getting left everywhere. The scrap men at the moment, obviously, are really interested. When they're pulling £300 a tonne, they will collect it. You know, where before they say, oh, it's not really worth it, you know, because I've only got about tenors there now. A small amount can be £100 for them now. So they'll come. Believe me, scrap men, if you need one, call one. They'll come for smaller amounts now because of the price of scrap metal at the moment. So definitely get onto Dippers and Scrappers and find a number. Even speak to a few before you go. Have it lined up a few days beforehand, just so you can be sure. You know, it's better that, I mean, it's better than having on the day or the day after not being able to get someone because you've pre-organised it. I mean, areas that we've done, we've got different ones in different areas now, and they're really good. And like I say, they're earning really good money. Last week, on the last video, they probably had nearly £1,000 out of us. You know, so there's no scrap man that's not going to come out now. So just get on Dippers and Scrappers and find yourself a number. You know, it makes it easy for all of us. Oh, you did. I forgot my clapperboard. I'll have to do it next week, Nick. Yeah, I've got a clapperboard now. Nick will put me a clapperboard so I can put me live on there, you know, week and time and everything. But I ain't got no chalk yet, Nick. So yes, I'll show you that. So I'll have to, when I finally get my man cave set up, I can have my clapperboard, I can have my on-air thing done. But, you know, now that Ethan's moved in with his girlfriend, gives me a spare room, I've just got to get round to doing it. And the biggest problem is it's time. Got strings done, but then Terry got us that one. I remember, Paul, when we was at the Magneteers collab in Birmingham, 2 magnets got stuck together and we had a bit of a struggle getting them apart. I remember that well. Don't make very much, but enjoy supporting you. Thank you very much, Judy. Glad you enjoy all our videos. Everybody is staying well. Yes, we are good. We are good. No, I haven't got the clap. I have a clapper board. There's a big difference there. One thing I don't want Nicola giving me is the clap. Shift your scrap. There we go. Yeah. Glenn, you're the one with diseases, not me. I'm clean. Can't wait for the next video. Bye for now. All right, Sandra, take care. Yeah, come and watch us digging down some hole with rusty rubbish. Oh, sorry, history. History. They keep telling me off for saying that. They don't want to get rid of it. That's it. That's why I've got to try. Well, that's it, Rocky, because when we've met up with you a couple of times, you've ended up taking away rubbish that was already there when we got there as well. And I saw your new trailer. Very nice. You're going to get a lot more in that one. I know that, and this is the problem. People don't understand. See, thing is with us, we travel all over the country and we can't get it all, the amount that we find, we can't get it all in there. And that's why the PA, Marie, she's always on the scrap. She's always got someone lined up. The scrap man is fully aware that we'll be going this weekend. So it's all worked out. And, you know, you can just plan ahead. You know, it's so easy rather than worry about it afterward. I know some people like to take the scrap, but it's always good to have that backup plan in case you get so much you can't fit it in. So definitely, you know, get that sorted. Drop by 40 pence. Somebody did say to me the scrap metal prices are dropping. But even so, at £2.40 a tonne, it's a lot better than £40 a tonne of when they were coming out and collecting them. They deserve their album. That's it. Someone half a tonne before they collect. Ring around a few more. There's not many that are in that position now. Scrap price is high, so loads, but exactly. Yeah, I know the price of coming down. They got it good. I think they peaked at about 330 a ton, and it was just seen there 240 a ton. But it's still worth going out. But I mean, we had like over 3 ton that week. So I mean, from that point of view, they ate well out of us. Steve can move in the spare room. No, he might bring his Randy dog with him. His dog's bugging him a bit at the moment. I think you should take it round to see Glenn's dog. I think Rocky will sort it out. That's all right, Sean. No problems. So I keep missing the comments. Next time, see you, Glenn. Have a cannonball for it. Don't give him any more. His windowsill will collapse with the amount he's got now. Who's too bossy? Hang on a minute. Oh, me too bossy. Buy a trailer. Ship your scrap. Well, that's the thing. We're giving away a trailer as well at the collab. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So don't forget, because it's, look behind me, Outcast Family, biggest magnet fishing prize ever. It's a car. This one's got the question mark on. I should have put the car one on there, but we've got a car. And we're going to be announcing that in a few weeks. So you're going to get to see what that is. And yes, we're going to give that, well, we're going to raffle it. Not give it away, but we are going to raffle the car off. Our aim is this year to try and raise a lot more than we did last year. But no, I haven't stopped vaping. I had to buy a new one because the other one broke. But yeah, Nicola has the clapper. But yeah, like I say, we've got so many prizes coming in. They are starting to build up now. Steve's spare room is filling up nicely. We will be announcing the car soon, and we'll be telling you how you're in with the chance of winning that one. Did you look up the River Medway? No, I haven't at the moment. I've got a list of things to do's on my phone, and the to-do list is a lot longer than the done list, I'm afraid. So we're happy to collect around our area. There we go. So if you're in a Middlesex area, if you got scrap, then get in touch with Tracy Pierce, because she will collect it for you. There we go. You see, look. Always leave place better than you did find it. I know. I've done so many times, you know, we've done that when we've swept under the bridge, we've hosed it down, and you actually leave and you think, that's better than when we got here. Definitely. Nigel usually turns up with his litter picker. He likes a bit of litter picking, and he's also got his special little bracket thrower in his bag now, which he couldn't wait to show. He's well impressed with that. He spent a lot of time finding his bag holder. Won't have to drive. Blue? Oh no, don't start the blue again. No. You weren't Rocky up saying that. What, that he's on a promise with Steve's dog? What, Peanuts? Way too far. His dog's called Peanut. I just thought I'd mention that just in case. Let's have a look. Didn't I just say this? No, I didn't say that. Oh God, there we go. The blue waffle. It's all coming up again. And Sue's not going to comment. Not after last time when she googled it. Is she still licking Rusty? Pardon? I think we better end this quick before this gets a bit out of hand. Nicola's totally. No good, I haven't. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Circle around, a halo around your head. I've got a halo. Oh, look at that. Never even realised that. Sorry everyone, I've got a halo. I'm sure there's a few on here that are going to disagree with that one, but I don't care. I'll rent into the trailer. My dad and granddad built mine. Got to be 70 odd years old. Oh well, fair enough. Yeah, but it's still going. That's the thing. That's the other thing with these trailers. I know that Dave and Ben, they used to just buy cheap ones off Facebook, and I think they said they even drove one to a scrapyard and weighed it in with the scrap. But yeah, the new one looks very fancy. It looks a nice trailer, that does. They're going to get a lot on that one. Right, okay, let's have a look. Glenn, behave. My two dogs look big Rockies. Oh God, we started a dog dating agency now. Oh dear. Do you know Amber Heard? Oh, don't wind Auntie Sue up. Oh dear. Um, no. My halo slipped. Oh, there we go. It keeps moving. It's not a halo spot. No, Dave, it's just halo, right? Don't get jealous because you don't have one. What was with Mrs. Sonic putting pictures of her armpit hair up on Facebook the other day? Sorry, Dawn, you're not going to be happy with that one. You weren't happy when I put it on the comment. Have you got... Yeah. Online Magnets, Northants 10. I'll get in quick because it's my live stream, it's my channel. So ignore all the others. Northants 10. Go on, let's wait for it then. Come on then. Let's have a code clash. Do your worst. See how many we can get up. Quick as you can. Everybody's got a code and who it's for, put it up. You're on your 4th trailer as well. God, I thought you'd been a bit quicker than that with your codes. It's only Tracy that's managed it. Either that or I've just lost internet connection. Oh, there we go. And they're off. But you still got to use Northants 10 because it's my live stream. Typical peakies, can't just do it once. Rusty 25 times 3. I think, Marie, you've got a stutter. Oh dear. DD10 not finished. But if you get in touch with me privately, I'll give you a bigger discount code. You got to go for snack boxes as well. Oh dear. Oh, she's appeared. That's funny that is, isn't it, Dawn? That you've not been on here all night until I mentioned your armpit hair. She didn't really. She's had her hair done. It looks really nice actually, Dawn. You look totally different with a fringe. But when she put that on there, she's just got sort of this pile of hair hanging there. So I just asked if she'd done her armpits. But she looks very nice, Dawn. You look totally different with a fringe. It's not teasing, Kat. It's team building. Alf 2. Yes, and a new Alf has arrived. Now, I will be getting that Sunday and it will be attached to the road. I will then do a shout out to the kind person that sent me it. But somebody sent me a new Alf. It's been at Nicola's shop for a week and a half, so I'm hoping all its luck hasn't gone. You know, because I wouldn't want to be stuck in Nicola's shop for a week and a half because she locks people in the cellar. So, yeah, I'm hoping that she hasn't took all the goodness out of it. And Steve and Glenn and Marie, they know what I'm talking about. Nicola locks people in a shop. Doesn't she, people? Wait for it. You'll see, they'll agree. Hi, Chris. Hi to anyone else and Miss. Who bangs? Yeah. But yes, I have in my dungeon. There we go. Because one day she was on a group call and she put her phone down and we was talking and we kept shouting, "Help! Help! She's locked us in the cellar." Her face was a picture because I think this customer could hear exactly what we were saying. But, you know, that's just us. was sorting Sonic's hair out while watching the live. Only popped on to call you out. Doesn't bother me, you know. If you want to display your bodily hair on Facebook, that is entirely up to you. I'm really hairy under one arm. Bacon, butters, chips and coffee. Interesting. In the same bowl. And if they don't purchase them, no, I think AJ, what she does is when they purchase them, she locks them up then as well. Trapdoor, yeah, that was being discussed today, that if they don't spend enough, she pulls the cord and they end up in the cellar. She's probably put a curse on the elf by now. She probably has, actually. I bet she's been sticking pins in it for the last 2 days. My customer wondered what was going on. Help! Help! Well, if it's got a voodoo spell on there, Phil, can you get down there and just make sure that, you know, you take it away? Because I don't want it on my elf. Right, okay then. So, what is the time, minute? Oh, 21:27. So I think we'll wrap this up in a minute because I'm sure you've listened to me waffle on long enough. Sure it wasn't a moustache. But anyway, thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed the 2 videos on Wednesday. I did have to put it into 2 because it went over an hour and nobody wants to sit there for an hour and watch it without being able to get up. I did also chop footage out because there was more than that, but I'll save that for a rainy day when I want to put a video together of all the bloopers and things that go wrong. It's just I've got about 24 terabyte of video footage to go through, which is going to take quite a while. But it was good. Like I say, video, we're probably going to have a double again on Wednesday, so I hope that's okay. And one thing I was going to ask, now this is the thing. The videos I used to do on a Wednesday was at 6 o'clock. I then moved them to 7 o'clock. Now I've noticed when I do them a bit later, more people come on. Would you prefer them at 7 or 8? I'm going to put a poll on YouTube on there of when you think 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, what suits you better. So I will do that and we'll see. But I think we're going to be on for a double bill again on Wednesday. James, Glen Warriors, and believe me, it didn't hold things in the right places. Firstly, for the second time, I know most people do that when I'm waffling on, but anyway, thank you all for joining. We are back out Sunday. We're going back to a previous location. We've got 3 spots to go to. We do have somebody coming to film us for something else, but I don't think it'll be too long before you see that one. But stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine. Thanks for joining. And if you ain't giving me a thumbs up already, give us a thumbs up. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, thank you for joining. Hit that subscribe and we will catch you on Sunday at 4 to show you what we're up to. Thanks for joining.